I'm about to geek out on you guys, but I'm really excited because this report that I just got from Capsho about the state of podcast marketing for 2023 is blowing my freaking mind. If you are struggling to grow your show, if you are an itty bitty podcaster that isn't making money, if you're a big podcaster that hasn't monetized, they looked at a bunch of shows from babies to big boys who were making money, not making money, getting big downloads, not getting downloads. And it's really surprising to me about where they found that the big boys, the ones making big money from their shows, are focusing their efforts. And surprisingly, I'm not even using it. So, are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to the podcast about podcasting, where you guessed it, we're talking all things podcasting, but not just in the sense of strategy of how to launch, grow, and monetize your show. Of course, you're going to get that, but we're going deep into how podcasting can actually help you build your community, build your confidence, and if you're willing to lean deep into this platform, it can be the ticket to the life of your dreams, because it'll inspire you to go deeper, to get to know yourself. And as we know, success starts from within. If you are ready to stop being a ripple in this world and bust out your tsunami of change you know you were made for, it's podcasting for your soul. I'm your host, Jen Dragonette, so let's dig in. I am so excited to geek out on this report with you guys today. The report is The State of Podcast Marketing, and it's by Capsho, which Capsho is an absolutely amazing software that is an AI that drives all of your copy, basically. So your show title, blogs, LinkedIn articles, social media posts, both promotional and educational. It has full-on blog posts. It's great. It probably takes me about 20 to 30 minutes to edit the copy that they've created, but that's way better than the 2 hours I was spending that I would have to spend to create all that content. So I love it. It's really affordable, but they partnered with Listen Notes, Podbeans, Grow the Show, Squadcast, and All2 to create this marketing report, podcast marketing report. And I found it super interesting. So one of the things that I found super interesting was that high income podcasters are more active promoting their podcasts on email lists, LinkedIn, and a blog. LinkedIn wasn't even something that was in my realm until I got Capsho, because it creates the LinkedIn article and the LinkedIn post for me. But the people that aren't making money, hey, I'm raising my hand. I make enough money to get by, but I'm not one of those high income rich podcasters. But those lower income podcasters are promoting on TikTok, Pinterest, and Instagram. Like, I'm hanging my head in shame, guys, because I need to fix this. I know email is important. I know LinkedIn. I don't know LinkedIn at all. If you are a LinkedIn expert, I would love to have you on the show. Please reach out to me because we need you. We need you. But it was so interesting to me to see the shift. And the next thing was like, where do people want to focus more? So when it comes to promoting and adding in another channel, the high income podcasters want to add YouTube, where the lower income podcasters are putting more effort into Pinterest, TikTok, and cold outreach. I truly want to be one of those high income podcasters that serves and gives value and brings you to the next level. So, it might be time for me to hang up the towel. This report truly was like a validation for me of why I said no more Instagram, no more TikTok. Like, if I do go on there, it's purely for fun or to share with a guest, period, end of story. I put zero effort into those platforms. They are not on my phone. I am just done. I will keep my Facebook because I like the community aspect of Facebook, but I'm not truly using it to market anymore. I'm using my show. And because Capsio that I'm already paying for gives me a LinkedIn article and LinkedIn post, you better believe your booty that I'm going to be testing the waters out there too. But it was really interesting to me to see that the lower income podcasters are putting so much weight on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, and cold outreach, where the higher income podcasters are focusing on LinkedIn email lists. And if they're going to be adding a new channel, it's going to be YouTube, which I think is great because YouTube is a great platform. They're coming up with, you can put your podcast on there. However, I do truly feel that if you use YouTube, you need some sort of a video strategy because just putting a static image with your audio over there is going to kill your channel. It will. So you've got to think about how to make your podcast episode more interesting for YouTube, or maybe build your podcast for YouTube and then strip the audio and put it on a podcast, one or the other. But there are some tweaks that I truly believe that are different between the two platforms. But I can see how it can be very helpful. So that was interesting to me in just going through this report and seeing like the success, like higher incomes are having. I mean, I look at this report and it says, which marketing channels do podcasts see future success in? High income people are saying, like, out of all of the channels, whether that's email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, blog, guesting, website, TikTok, LinkedIn was smoking high for those high income podcasters versus any of the other one, where lower incomes are saying blog, guesting, Instagram is really high. So there's definitely a difference in mentality. And I think it's time to start looking at the people that are making the money and where they're leveraging. But does that mean that leveraging the other platforms don't work for you? No, if it's working for you, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're here, you obviously want to move up. So this might be a report that you want to check out. I will put the link to the Capsio report. It goes directly to their website. So you can get the report in the show notes, but it's super interesting. So for the lower income, they're leveraging blog, email, guesting, and Instagram. It's absolutely crazy to me. To be transparent, they like to let us also know how much time podcasters are spending on promotion. High income spend more time promoting than low income. They're spending 10 to 20 hours a week. I personally think that's crazy. That's part of the reason why I use Capsio, because I don't have to create captions and blogs and all of those things. I just have to tweak them, which takes then that time of creating content. But just know that more promotion doesn't mean more podcast growth. You need to be very intentional about this. And then the measures of success, there's a sweet spot of about 250 to 500 downloads per episode for podcasts that are making more money. The bigger the show, it doesn't necessarily mean the bigger the money. That between 250 and 500 downloads an episode is where they're making more money. So the key to success isn't always getting to the next level. It's not always getting more downloads. If you want more money, it's not always about more downloads. So again, I'll put the information in this. And if you are truly struggling and you feel like your podcast numbers have flatlined, your revenue has flatlined, your passion for this has flatlined, and you're ready to pod fade out, please don't. Come join us next week, January 9th. We start the free 5-day podcast CPR bootcamp. Yep, we're going to resuscitate your business, resuscitate that passion, help you get crystal clear so that you can focus on your people, your passion, and your purpose so that you can make revenue and resuscitate the fun. So if you want to join us, the information is in the show notes. If you join us and you sign up for VIP, Friday is a hot seat coaching day. This means that Friday I open up the Zoom to all of you, and you can actually have me get into your business for free, and we brainstorm, we go through, we dig through, we go through an audit. So you get, not only do you get the 4 days of teaching, you get the 5th day where I'm actually answering your specific questions. So getting crystal clear, figuring out your purpose and aligning it with your passion and your people. Day 3, we're talking all about how to make money from your show. Day 4, we're talking about how to sell properly on a podcast. And day 5 is hot seat coaching. I mean, it's magic. It's 5 days. You will walk away with a win. You will walk away with a strategy. Of course, if you want to go deeper, you can always work with me one-on-one. You can always work with me on a mastermind. But that 5 days, I can 100% guarantee you that if you show up for it, you will have a strategy to grow your show so that it actually makes money as soon as you implement. As soon as you implement, it can be that fast. So if you're interested in that, it's the podcastcprbootcamp.com. And I look forward to seeing you in there because no more broke podcasters on my watch. No more people that are struggling. And again, with this new report that just came out, my mind is blown. I really, you know me, I have my show and a bunch of client shows that I like to test on. So I'm going to try these out because Pinterest did help my show grow. Pinterest helped this show grow. But if the people that are making big money are growing with LinkedIn, you better believe your booty. I'm going to test it out and keep you posted. And again, if you're a LinkedIn expert, I want to talk to you. I want to showcase you because as I learn and as I grow, and hey, I'm going to need a LinkedIn coach too, I want to share it. And to have a LinkedIn person that I trust in my back pocket that I can refer people out to, scratch your back. Let's do this. Anyways, I hope to see you inside the Podcast CPR Bootcamp. Again, podcastcprbootcamp.com. Next Monday, we start January 9th. Get in on the VIP so that I can answer your questions directly and we can get you making money. We can resuscitate that fun. We can resuscitate your bank account. We can resuscitate your podcast and your joy and fun and flow and freedom. All right, go out and make today amazing because you are beautiful, you are wonderful, and your voice deserves to be heard. You deserve to be paid to be you. So let's do the things.